Hey guys, this is Danny and welcome back to Lucid9. Today we actually didn't play this in a while, guys, so yeah, I kind of missed playing it. So yeah, without any further ado, last time we met, we were on the way home, I think, if I remember correctly. Let's just get right into it, shall we? Darn, did I mistake in something? A girl from the corner around the corner and nearly crashes into me. Her glass flash dangerously as she tips her new boy cap over her forehead, studying me with intensity that could rival an electric microscope. Okay guys, wait a second, I want to check the last footage of this. If I ended it here, I actually can't remember. Okay, hold on guys, hold on. Oh yeah guys, this is where I left last time, where this girl like screamed you at me like that. So yeah, I just remembered it right now. So yeah, I kinda had a bad memory because I had made a lot of stuff before this. Because the last Lucid9 episode was a little far away, so yeah. And yeah, me? It's all I can manage to say at the mechanic site. Yes, you, an idealistic, unlettered civilian. Perfect. Alright, so she's gonna say. A hint of satisfied smile tugs at her lips. For what must be the 100th time today, I feel keen sense of impending doom. Respond to my questions with either yes or no. Do not deviate, do not convince. Then, for the sake of both our sentence, do not dwell. First, I correct in assuming you are an academic student. You must have the wrong person. I've never seen you before. How can you judge the purpose behind the encounter without knowing the criteria I have set in my approach? I'm not mistaken. You are my target. It doesn't take a genius to sense that this girl means trouble. I decide to convincingly ignore her and step around her. She steps with me, blocking my path again. Oh great, I can sense where this is going. As I am subject to a remarkable inability to utilize basic cognitive functions. Talk about uncalled for, abused words over like complicated language. She was clearly a few screws loose. Ha! Yama. Hold a sec guys, I'm just gonna yes. Maybe I should call the hospital, see if they have a runaway mental patient. But she's not wearing hospital clothes. Look kid, I don't know what your problem is, but... Kid? The pleasantly cool air suddenly develops the rather harsh chill. She must have those faces just another 14-year-old, expecting to be treated with the dignity of her grandmother. I brained a 14-year-old who's apparently memorized the dictionary. Well, whatever you are, generally speaking, it's pretty rude to just run up to some random stranger and insult them. Truly, your idiocy has risen to the level beyond which I had previously surmised. She immediately digs into her pocket and flashes something in front of my face. Secretly, and I'm a freelance detective, legally certified to impact crime scenes, obtain private files, and if necessary, interrogate until citizens with observational finances of blind bat. And you shall note that I'm 26 years old as of age. Wait. What? You're 26? Unless you presume to imply that you are deaf, as well as dumb, I suggest. But you're short. I practically feel ice crystals flowing in the air. Well, I should strongly prefer to be short of stature than short of collateral matter. It seems to be your tendency. Ouch, not a bad blow. But wait. If you are a freelance detective, does that mean this is an interrogation and I'm a suspect? If I have to go to the police station, do I get excused absences from class? I see. No need to reverse your expectation that you will be taking an unexcused absence as there are considered it an eventually similar to your clinical depression. See what? That stops me. What? How could she possibly? What would even make her think something like that? You might as well carry a sign from your uniform. You are a student at the academy. The fact that you are wearing it, you attended school this morning. From your presence in this town, rather than in class, you are, as I believe they call it, playing hooky. From the prescription slip, you are enrolled in the recent development therapy method that the academy has been boasting. From your personally normal facilities and social skills, your problem is most likely clinical depression or something like high-functioning autism. Okay, I get it. You're a detective. And you're impressed. But apparently not to be. It is pretty impressive. These observations themselves might seem like common sense, but a person who can actually synthesize them is a rare find, which of course kind of makes her even more annoying. I relaxed a little, oddly relieved that she hadn't actually secretly researched me. Now, it's your turn. My turn? Of course. What can you see from my physical presentation? I demand you to give your brain some much needed exercise. That gets close to fire me up. Close. Sorry, but I have my therapist instructions to follow. Unless you have any actual business with me, I appreciate if you left me alone. I step around her again. This time she doesn't move. But just as I think that I'm free as no, I hear a soft whisper drifting from behind me. Do you wish to play a bigger role in society than an important pawn in this game of life? Or will you resist yourself to the convince of your own abilities just because of her? I quietly stop. Turn around slowly. Tell me how you know that right now? I said after you prove you're mentally capable of comprehending the simplest of my explanations. Fine. She wants to play like that in that way? Let her play it that way. Time to focus. I can hide the text box. Not hide the text box. What is it? I can't remember. I'll start with. Wait a second, guys. I don't know how to. I remember how to. Let's just save here for a simple sec. So yeah. Let's see. I don't want to skip, but I know how to get rid of that. But it just it happens that way. Anyways, I'll start with the clothes. Unlike the standard professional wearing I might expect of a law enforcement agent, she's dressed comfortably. Probably can do that because she's a freelance detective. They also haven't been ironed in a while, which means either she doesn't care or she's a workaholic, possibly combining the of both. Her shirt proclaims king, conscious of an unconscious accusation to her ecosystem. I can't tell much, but I find it strange that she dressed so casually and expect people to take her seriously. With her height and her clothes, isn't it any wonder that she's often mistaken for a kid? And one more thing bothers me. She wears comfortable looking clothes, which I previously assumed were for efficiency, after chasing down criminals in high heels. It's a stupid idea. And yet something stands out. Hats and jeans. Right, hats are plain to run with, because unless you keep one hand on them at all times, they're likely to flop around, fall over, or just generally be obnoxious. And the jeans are too tight and uppity for flexibility. Running in those would either be very uncomfortable or very, very embarrassing, which implies that she's just dresses how she wants to. Definitely a very hard, strong individual. If she doesn't choose casual clothes for comfort, knowing that it could interfere with her job, then is she purposely choosing to aggravate others to announce her individualism to match her? It would match with her choosing to be a freelance detective instead of being a corporate investigator, free-spirited, rebellious, and as I suspect from how she's shamelessly pulling me aside for no reason, guided more hurt by her heart than her head, despite her intellect. Not bad. Next, I should think about her body language, I guess. She pretends her height eventually on both, evenly on both feet. Unlike most girls who let it lie more on side of the hip than the other. Even weight on both feet almost sounds like a fighting stance. She seems relaxed, but the bright-eyed look of someone expecting danger around every corner. The kind of weight distribution doesn't seem to come naturally. Maybe she was in sports, or maybe in self-defense at one point for a while from the looks of it. I'd like to guess martial arts, but I can't say for sure that there are too many possibilities. Okay then, maybe I should think about the different way. Her movements are very crispy and close to the body. When she's speaking, she doesn't gesture very much, even when yelling. Generally speaking, sports emulating a size, huge scale, roaring in victory, bawling in defeat, the works. Not only that, but limbs are trained more gross motor skills than fine motor skills. On the contrary, Shirgray has a very tight control over her hands, almost at the point where she seems stiff, which likely points something highly controlled that ballot on archery or more subtle material art like Wing Chun. Well, that still just didn't narrow things down too much. Time to move on. I've noticed that when she moves, she primarily tends to use her right hand. Her left hand is generally tangent, while her right hand often takes the most actions, adjusting her glasses, tapping against her hip. Probably safe to assume that she's right-handed. So she used to be involved in high control form of physical exercise, and she's right-handed. Is that all I can get from her body language? Well, she doesn't wear a noticeable makeup. She dresses like a kid, and she wears glasses instead of contacts, just calling more attention to her pathetic structure. Wait a minute, when I put it that way, it moves on like she's wants to be underestimated. Even though she pretends to be intelligent about being mistaken for a kid, it looks like that's her intent. Even though she's freelance detective, she doesn't wear her badge anywhere or carry a gun or anything really. She probably believes that being underestimated is a valuable skill. I can't say I personally agree, but hey, she's 26 years old, freelance detective, not me. The circumstances. Why here? Why now? Why me? These are all questions I need to address. A detective's approached me and bombarded me with questions, but I have no other policeman. Is she doing this just because she's bored? No, she's specifically looking for a academic student for some reason. I'm coming up short in this area. I'll have to think about this later. Take a step back at the full picture. No, this isn't not quite. It's good information, but it's basic. Nothing stands out. I can't actually use any of this. Time to think a little deeper. Is there anything that can help me? Anything at all? Something I've missed? Yes? If you can just help such apparently a simple task by your own means, I shall consider. You're no different than that of lost chickens. Good day. Now, you may want to rest on my efforts, for the ground upon which we stand becomes our gravestones. Yeah, I'm on it. I say that distractly primarily because I noticed she has a flip phone, ancient technology by student standards, buttons, 2-inch screen, primary camera that works. Not just that, but a terrible looking flip phone, the kind of decor that you'd see for phones. Rhinestones, hearts, stickers, even the random scrawl from a Sharpie that was too faded into the metal for me to read. It's completely unlike her, which means it's a wealthy information. Which on call she's generously turned in the phone in my direction, allowing to catch a glance of her wallpaper. Shock. It was a picture at the last few years of a guy hugging her. Double shock. She's proudly showing off a ring. Not cheap, cutesy colored ring, not like a couple bands of new relationship in its second week. A legitimate diamond ring, an engagement ring. But she's not wearing the ring anymore. But even looking at her hands at this moment, I can't even tell that she's ever worn one, which means that she once had finance and he broke up with her and he did it a long time ago. Of course. If the engagement had ended recently, I'd see a tan around her finger or maybe an indent. Instead, there's nothing, which means the fiance called off the engagement a while ago. She's obviously didn't call it off, not if she's keeping that picture on her phone. In fact, maybe they broke it off eventually. If she hasn't deleted yet, either that or she's a stalker. Alright, that's pretty much more like it. Think I'm ready. I square my shoulders and look her in the eye. Sorry about the waiting. Hello? What waiting? Is she serious? How can I possibly word this delicately? Yours, the one that your fiancé called off a few years ago. Did he? Did he? Didn't he? Unless she does have a wedding ring, and she doesn't wear it. Is it in your pocket or something? You might seek to articulate yourself better. Is what in my pocket? Your wedding ring. Why would I have a wedding ring in my pocket? And your fiancé didn't call it off the wedding, call off the wedding, then wait. No, there's one more possibility, and she's in law enforcement. It's possibly won't be unlikely. Immediately shut up and realization dawns on me. I see you realized. Yes, he never sorry. Yes, he never called off the wedding. Because he died. I suddenly feel very close. I'm so. Silence! Say nothing that you don't mean. Unless. I'm sorry, my girl voice is fading away. Hold on. Need some water would help. Unless you are manipulating others to extract information, that is an application hazard. Right. Even as she continues on, I eventually hit myself of my error. I shall admit, civilian, that you have done attemptedly. Train your senses constantly, and you might become moderately useful in the future. Sorry about my girl voice. It's just getting worse. Yes, thanks. Really, I'm overwhelmed by future. Duh. But if I ask you of this, what is the meaning of when a freelance detective approaches a student and asks a string of seemingly unrelated questions of him? She's testing them. You're testing my intelligence for some reason. Or actually your marketing intern trying to conduct some brain surgery I wouldn't know. Student fixes with an unflammable stare. The only sign of an emotion on her face are eyebrows, which are mostly raised to her hairline. What is your name? Sorry? Your name? This has nothing to do with this case, but I protest. She probably smacked me with more verbal abuse. Yama Ishimoto. Just skip something, darn it. I postulate that you propose minutely of free time. Oh, sorry. That was strange, right? Yeah. What is your assessment regarding a content material? Dear, who even uses those kind of words? Are you asking me to be your assistant? I'm just gonna use my this kind of voice. No, my normal voice, like another voice for her, cause the girl voice is getting a little bit hard for me. So yeah, the girl voice is getting a little bit hard for me. So yeah, servant, servant. No, not servant, not assistant. Putting me and job in some sentence is never a good idea. I barely have enough diligence to hand out stuff in class when I'm called by the teacher. How worse would my punishment be if I worked with a girl? Woman, that's crazy. Not detention, I assume. And yet, examining pieces of a puzzle, putting them together, framing the whole story, it was fun. Logic, ingenuity, resourcefulness, and almost nothing is fun to me, which makes it doubly interesting. Sure, why not? Good. I will require your contact information, then be off. I take a moment to process this. That's it? Wait, how did you know? Know what? You told me earlier about her. A tense moment takes as Shigure stares evenly at me. Pure conjecture. You can't be serious. You did not appear. Did not touch my reading, which intentionally value. Oh God, I can't do this anymore. What? What? But you said. Do you wish to play a bigger role in society than an important pawn in this game of life? Or will you resist yourself to the convince of your own abilities just because of her? Oh, classic bait confirmation bias. Appeal to the person's generally desire for significant altitude to just one person of some added distance. All she would have to guess is the gender. 50% chance of striking a coward in her victim. She probably guessed a girl. From my personality, I'm not exactly the type to easily befriend guys. A bait. Just a bait. I see you understand. Stand. She pushes the phone into my motionless hand. I have registered my cellular number. Tomorrow, you will receive a text regarding your next assignment. Keep your evenings free. With that, she simply tips her head, whirls around, and strides off. A bait? Was it really just a bait? Or that also a bait, a lie that to make me feel better, even though she actually knows? Too many mind games. Clearly I'm not cut of this. Wait. Why did I just what did I just accept? Wait. What did I just accept? Was she serious? Am I actually her errand boy? What did I just get myself into? Did you seriously follow me home? Huh? Why would we do that? We already know where you live, man. Oh hey, I know those faces. And you guys have to see them in the next video. In the next episode, yeah. So yeah. Anyways. Huh? No. The next video, so yeah. So yeah guys, yeah, I know this is a long video because it's a, if I calculate correctly, it's about 35, 36, like 35 minutes right about now. So yeah, I really enjoyed these mind games, and yes, I have unfortunately gone through the game a little bit more. So yeah, as you saw previously in the previous moment, like I'll show you right now. Load over here, I think it was here. So yeah, I just wanted to get a screenshot of Rui in that sort of area. So yeah, anyways, let's just, yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and can you hear sound like this video? And remember to subscribe to join Team Phantom today for more videos like this and many more. And yeah, Lucid9 will come back, guys. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know when it will be, but yeah, the story so far is so interesting. I mean, what do you think, guys? And the music behind, the background music is also a little bit good. Anyways, yeah. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I know a lot of guys don't like this series, but some guys watch it, so yeah, some Team Phantom watches, so I have to make it for them. So yeah, so it's only fair that I make it. So yeah, without any further ado, peace out. It has been a day when it has been on a day when I thought nothing could make me smile. Not a vibrant lanterns staring between the roof of multicolored booths, not the festive rhythm of taiko drummers